Okay, now that I actually remembered what are the goals for this channel, what are the different buckets of things that I want to work on building. Number one, building faith. Okay, that's what we're doing. That's going to be the one where I tune into God. I tune into the things that I learn when reading the Bible, straight up just reading the Bible. If I end up doing a sermon for students, or if for some random reason I want to work on my uh, sermon writing skills, that's what that's for, right? So take that time to be able to focus on God. That's important, not just for content, but for my life too. My faith is integral to my life. Hence, blessed and building, right? That's integral to my life. So it's important for me to take the time to tie into that and to set my eyes on that and focus on it, right? I said focus on it three times, but so you can see how important it is for me to have that first, first and foremost, focusing on God, right? Building faith. Number two, who knows? They're kind of, it goes like God and then everything else. Number two, let's do building health for the second one. Um, that one's going to be specifically what I do inside the gym. I may not actually be like in the gym recording content because the gym I work out at, I don't think I'm allowed to record on that campus. That's okay. I'm able to talk about what I did on the drive home. If I do cardio, I'm able to talk about the run that I go on. I'm trying to get I'm trying to get into a lot of running, which is really cool. But that's an opportunity for me to talk about what I'm doing when it comes to my fitness and to stay honest. Again, if I stop posting on that, that means that I stop doing fitness. So it keeps me honest on both the fitness side and on the posting side. So number two is going to be building fitness. Building health. Number three, we're going to be. I want to do something with cooking. I'm not too sure what I want to call it yet, though. Maybe like building meals. Um, just do building meals for right now. I don't really know. But right now in my life, I'm trying to meal prep. I'm trying to be more intentional about my calories in versus my calories out when I work out. And so those two are going to be pretty closely related, but they're going to be separate at the same time because I want to really get into my cooking era, cooking and baking. Um, who knows? I'm actually a baker. I like baking. I like making cakes. I made a bomb strawberry shortcake a couple weeks ago for Easter. Loved it. I couldn't eat that much though because calories in versus calories out. It was a lot of calories in. Um, but I like baking. I'm a baker. So, but I'm a man, so I learned how to cook too. So okay, I've been cooking my chicken. Or I've been cooking my beef. I haven't really hopped on the pork train yet. Pause. Major pause. Um, but I haven't really learned how to cook pork yet. But I mean, it can't be that hard. Um, and turkey, I like cooking turkey, but also optimizing that too. So understanding, okay, I have a set budget that I want to stick to. Is it better for me to go to the store and go buy frozen chicken, or is it better for me to go and buy a rotisserie chicken? Do I want to spend some time learning how to cook a new meal? Then I'm gonna go buy the frozen chicken, or buy the raw chicken, and season it myself, cook it myself, prep it myself. If I do not care, I just need a quick meal for the meat for the week. Um, Cook up some rice, cook up some mixed veggies, and portion out some rotisserie chicken. Light work. Calories already calculated for the week. All you gotta do is copy and paste. Bam. And so talking about that, that's building meals. I don't like that name, but we're gonna stick with that for right now. Um, okay, so we have building faith, um, building health, building meals. Um, let's do building skills for the last one. Um, that may be really broad. Um, let's do technical skills. Let's for that one. We're gonna do It's gonna be called building skills, but that one we're gonna focus on our technical skills. So what it means to be an engineer. Um, Whether I stay in engineering, who knows? But there's more I want to learn when it comes to being a professional that I want to learn. Who knows if I'm going to stay in the industry for the rest of my life? I have no idea. but I do know that I'm learning right now, and the only thing that that I can do is share what I'm learning actively, whether that's through mentorship or through just sitting down and just talking with other people about what I'm doing and what my plans are for the future. Um, I'm already developing on my own, just trying to talk to people and learn what their experiences are and learn what they're doing. I'm sure someone else can learn from me about understanding. Okay, here's my mindset at this point in time. Here's the ideas that I'm kind of going with, and here's where I want to go. And how am I working towards that? Of course, nothing's promised. So it'll be a great time to document any kind of failures that I have. Anytime I mess up, anytime where I'm like, okay, well that didn't really work out. So it'd be nice to document. Okay, here's my goal. Here's the challenges that I faced, and here's where I ended up. Whether I end up where I wanted to go or completely off pace, it doesn't matter because I ended up exactly where I needed to be because God's the one who orders my steps, not me. I can try to face whatever direction I want to, but where I step is determined by God. That's it. I can set my hours whenever I want to. I can try as hard as I want to, but my feet and my steps are ordered by God, and I don't have a choice in that, and that's okay. I'm glad I don't have to control that. I just have to try my hardest and look and try to align where I feel like God is trying, not feel like, or where I believe that God is pointing me, and go that way. So that's going to be building our technical skills. No, that's going to range from just engineering in general, mentorship. How do we pour into younger generations? How do we influence teams that we're on? What does it mean to manage a program? What does it mean to be a contributor to a program? Love to learn stuff like that. Boom, building skills. Okay, these are off the dome. Most of these are off the dome. So, bam, building faith, building health, building meals, building skills. Last one we're gonna do, building finances. Um, I want to do building relationships. Maybe I shouldn't have said that yet, but for right now, we're gonna stick with those five total, something like that. Um, Building finances. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm saying this super early so that no one is confused. I am not a financial advisor. I'm a 23-year-old dude that has a little bit of disposable income to go throw in the stock market. However, of course, I don't know everything, but I do like to think that I try to think about where I put my money because I would rather put it in Magic the Gathering, but I know I should put it into something actually that's going to help out my future. So I want to at least make sure I'm putting in something good. So not following all the trends, not thinking that I'm some financial genius, just an educated guess of what I think is going to be going up, and just talk about and just be honest about it. I don't think I'll recommend anything to someone that I'm not doing myself. So being a little bit transparent and honest about what I'm putting in my investments. Yeah, I may not get into the specifics. I do think we need more transparency about, okay, well, here's where money is going and here's how much we're trying to work with. And not being afraid for other people to be jealous of you. If they're gonna be jealous of you because of how much money and how much sacrifice you're willing to make, they can go cry about it and they can sit there and envy you for all I care. Cool. I'm still gonna keep on building. I'm still gonna keep on working my finances. And so that's what building finance is gonna be focused on. Where's our money going? What should we do with our money? How do we manage it better? And where some of our investments going to look at? What kind of sacrifices can we make? What is it going to hurt? What is it going to be good? When do we invest in ourselves? And when do we just have a good freaking time and just enjoy being 20? I gotta have a girlfriend budget somewhere. It's going to turn to a ring budget and then a wedding budget. And then, don't get me started. I do love that girl, but Ooh, uh, but yeah, that those we're gonna go with those four. So building faith, building health, building meals, building skills, and building finances. Those are our five pillars of building right now as of May 14th, 2026. That's what we're focusing on building. And honestly, I said I want to have another one for building relationships. Building relationships is going to fall under all of that. You're not going to get anywhere if you don't have strong relationships when it comes to your faith, when it comes to your health and where what you're trying to work towards. When it comes, you're not gonna. When it comes to, I remember them like as I was saying them. When it comes to your meals, and knowing that hey, you want to be able to make sure that the people when you make a good meal, you share with people. Hey, I made this. I think it was great. I want to share it with you and people to share it with. So again, relationships. How you do it with your skills, mentorship, learning from other people, just talking to random people and learning where they've been from. That one should be easy. That's an integral part of engineering and just professional skills in general. And finances, don't get me started. I need to talk to my boys about the kind of investments I'm making because they can be like, bro, what are you talking about? Or they can be like, hey, I got this one for you. Look into it. I got in on Nvidia when it was like 176. They got in when it was 150. They're like, hey, I got strong faith in this. It's gonna go up. I said the same thing when it came to a couple rare earth stocks. I was like, look, guys, I got faith in this one. Skyrocketed, right? And that didn't just come off of just dumb luck. It came from, well, mostly dumb luck because, things are guaranteed, but making an educated guess and kind of going from there. We work in the tech field. What do we feel like tech's going? And what do we know impacts tech and impacts our field? Looking at stuff like that. And we do that together as a group, relationships. So this is all going to be built on the foundation of course, God and where God wants us to go, but also our relationships that influences everything in our lives. So that's it. That's going to be our 5 pillars. Technically 6, but we're going to stick with those 5 pillars of blessed building.